In this video, I thought I would cover a topic I covered at the end of last year, which is the differences between the Coupe and the convertible Camaros. I thought I was a bit bitter in the last video. Got no reason to be, but I was. So it is what it is. This video, I hope to be more pragmatic about the differences and just cover the topics. So the first difference obviously is this convertible top is fabric. It is not vinyl. I like that. It's quiet riding down the road. That helps deaden the sounds. I've had convertibles in the past where the vinyl is just raucous on the inside, whereas this is not. So I'm glad they put the extra money into a fabric soft top versus a vinyl soft top. The inside, I'll show you later, is also a fabric liner in there, which I think helps deaden the sound. And I will say, riding down the road between the Coupe and the convertible, this is a pretty quiet car. Chevrolet, I guess, put some money into this thing, and you ride down the road. I've had visitors in this car with me before, and they mentioned how quiet the car is. So it's, for the $7,000 extra, it's a really nice top. The next thing I'll go ahead and cover, because I want to get the top down, is the key fob. The key fob is a 6-button key fob. 2 at the top, 2 in the middle, 1 and 1. So 6 buttons. Lock, unlock, remote start, convertible top, trunk, and panic. So that's a difference in the remotes between the Coupe and the convertible. You would get the convertible top button. So I'm going to do that. Press and hold it. It rolls down the windows. Pops the top. With the operation of this thing, just for those who would be interested in a car like this, I have yet to have an issue out of this top. Now, when I bought it, truth be told, there was a problem with this panel here. It goes down when the top is up. It folds in here and stays in here when the top is up. That was a problem, but beyond that, just no problems. Top goes up, top goes down, no problems at all. So the next piece I was going to cover is, the seats in the back. Obviously they're tighter, which is fine. I would expect that. But the seat in the back has a Camaro back here, whereas the Coupes do not have Camaro back there. Only the convertible owners have that. So that's a nice piece. Even though you give up some width back there, like I said, I didn't buy this car for visitors. It's for me and one other occupant, but I will say I've gotten my niece and nephew in here no problem at all. The next thing I'll cover is changes inside the engine bay. Convertible owners get a strut bar going across the top as standard. It is not an option on this car. It comes that way. And I believe it comes that way whether you have a 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder, or an 8-cylinder. No changes there at all. Which gives it that extra rigidity. I remember reading that Al Oppenheiser said that this car was meant to perform just like the Coupe. And I would imagine that brace is necessary to give it some of that extra rigidity. Okay, So that's a difference there. I'll leave that up for now. The next is in the trunk. Convertible owners get a partition. So anything here in this area here will fit, and the convertible top would operate with no problems. Now, in order to put more stuff in here, you have to unclip it and push it under, and you can still get little travel bags, book bags underneath there, no problem. But the top will not operate with this thing down. It has to be clipped in. So that's a difference. I think the trunk volume is probably the same when the top is up, and I would imagine its storage is, like I said, the same. So another difference in between the coupe and the convertible is the X-brace. The X-brace moves under here, and you can see it. There's the black bar hanging down right there. It joins each side of the car at the corners. Up there, here, and the same way on the other side. That brace is not present on coupes. So that's a difference. Another change, and this one here caught me off guard as going the extra effort, going the extra mile, and that's the radio. When the top is down, like it is now, top is in the back, I consider that down, top is down, the radio plays like in a surround sound mode. You can hear higher highs. I would imagine it's so that the radio doesn't have to be turned up so loud. So it changes its dynamics. And when the top is up, covering me, it clicks and changes to more of a 3-speaker type setup. Like if you were at home, you press 3-speaker mode or left-right channel subwoofer. That's the way this thing sounds when the top is up. It's more acoustic, if you will. Top down, it's surround sound. Top up, it's more acoustic. That's a good way to put it. Another difference between the two is if you have a coupe, you have speakers sitting right here. Convertible owners don't get those speakers. So convertible owners are 2 speakers less. We do get the ones here and the door. You've seen videos on me sound deadening this, and ones up here. Regardless if you have the Bose or not, the speaker setup is the same. Bose is just going to change probably something with the power in the radio and the power on the speakers. The rest is going to be about the same. Another difference is going to be the door switches. So coupe owners only get 2 buttons right here and no buttons here. But convertible owners have a front windows and rear window. And when you press rear, it lights up and you can bring up the rear windows. Same way with the front. Coupe owners, you just have no buttons there. Another piece is sun visors. Convertible owners don't get lights. It's just a mirror. Same way on this side. So if you're going to buy this thinking your wife's going to be able to put her makeup on riding down the road at night, not going to happen unless you cut on the whole light system in the car. I think the last difference on this is going to be that the seats don't fold down. You know, coupe owners, you get a strap or something that allows the seat to fold down. Coupe owners don't have that luxury. It's locked right where it is. And the last difference that I got irate about in my other video, was being petty over, is cooling. Convertible owners have a panel blocking airflow right here. Coupe owners, that looks just like this. Holes right through. And then behind here would be a radiator, cooling radiator for the car. Convertible owners don't have those extra radiators, so they blocked off the panel. If you have the coupe, you would have a radiator cut out right here along that line that you see here. That line would be where a radiator is on a coupe. Convertible owners, again, it's blocked off. Everything else about this car is identical to the coupe that I can think of. I cannot think of any difference. When you look up parts for brakes, it just asks you the year, make, and model. Whether you're at Chevrolet or whether you're at Napa or wherever you go, it's the same brakes. If you were to look up rotors, it's the same rotors. If you look up engine parts, it's the same engine. If you look up cooling parts, except those radiators down there, it's the same thing. So, again, for the $7,000, and I think it's 271 extra pounds that the coupe or convertible weighs over the coupe. Just, other than what I just talked about, that's the main differences of the car. It's a great car, quiet on the inside. I love it. They can tell they put extra effort into making this, I don't know, I'd hate to say classy, because not all Camaros are classy, but this one's kind of classy. And they made it quiet. Not everybody wants a Ferrari Stradale, where weight savings and no carpets, things of that nature. This is a nice car for what it is. Lucky to have it, and the people that traded it in, I'm sure wished they hadn't now, because it's a great, great car. Anyway, YouTubers, if you like the video, like the video.